Hey guys, it's Gina and Pam. We're back to give you a yoga sequence. We're gonna move on from what we learned last week. It's gonna be a twisted sequence, which is really great right now for the time we're living in. We're sitting down a lot, we're laying down a lot, and twisting sequences are really great to open up your spine, to find a little bit more length in your body. So get ready, find yourself a comfortable, quiet space. If you have a yoga mat, let's roll it out, and let's get this yoga sequence started. Starting today's yoga class down on the floor in child's pose, just like last time, splaying your knees out as wide as you can, inching your fingers forward and dropping your head down to the floor. Again, if you have any shoulder pain or tight shoulders, you can take your hands over your head in prayer. Pam has really flexible shoulders, so she can decide to go wherever she feels. Rock your head back and forth on the mat. Today during this class, guys, I really want you to listen to my voice, so you don't have to keep craning your neck to look up at the screen. I'm gonna explain everything, so don't stress. Listen to me and just follow my words, okay? Taking your time here, breathing in and breathing out. Once you feel like you're ready to start, we're gonna slowly make our way up into tabletop. Making sure our shoulders are right in line with our wrist, and our hips are in line with our knees. Once you've found a good tabletop, a sturdy position, you can move around however you feel. Loosen your body up, shake your hips side to side, roll your neck out, whatever feels good for you in this moment. We're gonna revisit something we learned last class. We're gonna go on to cat-cows. So we're going to inhale cat, doming our back as much as we can, dropping our head, trying to look at our belly button, and exhaling into cow. Dropping our belly, lifting our hips, lifting our gaze. Taking 3 rounds on your own. Inhale cat, exhale cow. Right now your breath should be so audible, the person in the next room should be able to hear you breathing. Final round here, inhale and exhale. Coming back to a neutral tabletop, drop your head, lift your belly back up. We're gonna tuck our toes underneath and we're gonna push up, lifting our hips into downward facing dog. Hips should be lifted, feet should be hip width distance apart, which isn't more than 2 fist width. Dropping our head, pushing our finger pads into the floor, engaging our shoulder blades. Holding here. Now that we set up a good downward facing dog, I want you to take whatever movement feels good, just like you did in tabletop. You can walk your dog, which is bending into one knee and then the other. You can sway your hips side to side, roll your head out. Again, we're opening our body up, getting ready for that twisting sequence. Find a neutral position. We're stable, we're holding. Inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way to the top of the mat, trying to keep your legs as straight as you possibly can through this journey to the top of the mat. And holding. Inhale, halfway lift, hands comes to shin, gaze comes right to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, collapsing down. We're gonna grab hold onto opposite elbows here and sway side to side. If putting a bend in your knee here feels good, so your belly can rest on your lap, that's totally fine. That's where I'm most comfortable, is having bend in my knees and swaying. Exhale, find the ground with your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Find your prayer overhead. Gaze can follow. Exhale, hands through heart center. Now that we are fully warmed up, we're gonna make our way to the top of the mat. We're gonna go into something we learned last week as well, sun salutation A, 2 rounds of that, followed by sun salutation B, 2 rounds of that. We're gonna pick up the pace because you guys already know it. You ready? Inhale, reach up, look up, prayer overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms come to shins. Exhale, pinch your hands down, step back, high plank. We're gonna hold our first high plank of the day here. Make sure we're squeezing our core in like you're getting punched in the belly. Shoulders are right over wrists. Gaze is right at the the top of your mat. Deep inhale here. Exhale, drop down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Lift those hips high. Feet or shoulders width apart. 2 fists width distance, and hold. Inhale. And exhale deeply. Inhale, prepare your feet. Bend your knees. Look towards the top of the mat. Jump or walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, get as big as you can. Exhale, prayer to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, hips lift, downward facing dog. 3 full breath cycles here at your own pace. Coming on our final breath here. Inhale, prepare your feet, bend your knees, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, make your way there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up, maybe catch a back bend at the top. Exhale, hands through heart center. Moving on to sun salutation B, starting in mountain pose. Quads are firm, your butt is tucked under, palms are facing the front. Inhale, reach up, sit back, chair pose. Holding here, it's our first chair of the day. Again, chair is not a point where we're popping our booty out, we're tucking our hips underneath us and holding. Inhale deep, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Exhale, find your foot through, in between your palms, catching a high crescent lunge at the top. Inhale deep, exhale down, going through your vinyasa flow. Chaturanga, through up dog, and going back to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through, catching your foot right in between your palms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float back down. This is all about linking your breath to your movement. So wherever you're at is where you're at. Taking 3 full breaths here. Again, it should be in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, prepare your feet, bend your knees, look towards the top of the mat, make your way there. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up, sit back, chair pose. Exhale, hands through the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Again, taking your own flow to your own breath. When we get to downward facing dog, we're inhale, lifting our right leg up. Exhale, finding that foot in between my palms. Inhale, reaching up, rising. Exhale, falling back down. It's a flowing movement. It's like water. You should feel very smooth right now. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, find that foot. Plant it down, root down, rise up. And exhale, find your vinyasa flow. Three full breaths here again. Take your time. Breathing in yoga is just as important as the movement, so make this moment important to you. Inhale, prepare your feet, bend your knees, look towards the top of the mat, make your way there. Exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, stand, heart through center. Breathe. Moving on to our twisting sequence. Starting this twisting sequence with a twisted chair. Take a deep breath, shake it out. You should feel very warm by now. You good, Pam? Yeah. Ready. Starting in mountain pose. Inhale, sit back, reach up, chair pose. Breathe. Holding this for 2 full breaths. Inhale, hands to heart center, pressing our palms together, splaying our elbows out as wide as we can. And then we're going to dip forward and twist. Hooking our left elbow onto the outside of our right knee, making sure that your shoulders are higher than your hips. Don't dip forward. Holding. Gaze can be to the side. If that hurts your neck, it could be down at the floor. Final breath here. Inhale, pass through chair center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, pull it through, plant that foot down. Find your grounding here. Plant that right foot firmly down into the floor. We're going to take our left arm, scoot it a little bit closer to that right foot. Inhale, rise that right arm up, go for an easy twist. Making sure our hips are staying in line, no sideways back and forth. This is all coming from your center axis. And hold. Final breath here, inhale. Exhale, slowly find that right hand down to the floor. Again, find your grounding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up to high crescent lunge. Breathe. We should be high on the back foot, on our left foot. Heel should be off the floor. You should be pushing firmly into all 4 points of your foot on your front leg. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, mimicking those same arms, we're gonna press our hands together, flaring our elbows out. You're going to dip forward as far as you can, and then take that twist over to your right side, hooking that left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Elbow should be in one straight line from elbow point to elbow point. And hold. Breathe. One final breath here. Inhale, I want to hear it. Exhale, find your way back to high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, take a vinyasa flow. Pass through plank, through chaturanga. Again, at your own pace. Upward facing dog, back to downward facing dog. Prepare your feet, bend your knees, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, make your way there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Catch a back bend at the top. Exhale, hands through heart center, and breathe. So now we need to do all of those on our left side. Okay? Arms down, take a deep breath. Find your grounding. Again, pushing through all 4 points of your feet, your heels, both sides of your feet. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads. Inhale, sit back, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, pressing our palms together, splaying our elbows apart. Begin to dip forward as low as you can, finding your belly on your lap, and then when you feel ready, take that twist. Right elbow hooks on the outside of our left knee. Again, making sure that our shoulders are not lower than our hips. We shouldn't be like this. And holding. One final breath here, inhale. Exhale, staying in chair but finding your way back to center. Holding here, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the ceiling. Exhale, find your foot in between your hands. Find your grounding here again, pushing into that left foot. We're gonna take our right hand and wiggle it a little bit closer to our left foot. Inhale, exhale, lift that left arm up to the ceiling. Again, watch what our hips are doing. We shouldn't be swaying side to side. If it feels good to look up at that left hand, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to look down at your left foot. One final breath here, inhale. Exhale, find that left palm back down to the floor. Find your ground here. If you need to readjust anything, go ahead. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. And in your own time, rise back up to high crescent lunge. Again, tall on the ball of the right foot, finding just as much tension in that front foot as you do in the back. You should feel like you're being pulled in two directions. Take a deep inhale, find your length. Exhale, hands through heart center, pushing our palms together, splaying our elbows open. Begin to lean forward as much as you can, and then exhale, find that twist. Right elbow hooks onto your left knee. Holding here. Breaths here. Make them loud. You should be shaking. This should be hard. One final breath here. Inhale. Exhale, make your way back to high crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale. Make your way through a vinyasa flow. At your own time, in your own pace, in your own way. Good. Breathe here. I want you to tiptoe your way, making your feet meet your hands at the top of the mat. And then when you get there, slowly, I want you to sit down onto the floor. Now that you have found your way down to the floor, you're gonna sit your legs out right in front of you. I want you to remove the flesh from underneath your butt. So you just wanna pull it out from underneath you so you're sitting right on your sit bones. I want you to take your right leg and pull it into your chest and then cross it over. We're gonna go for a seated spinal twist. Now to make this a little bit more difficult, you can take your left leg and pull it in around underneath you. Good. We're going to take our right hand really close behind us. It should almost be touching our butt. Inhale, reach up with our left arm. Exhale, hook that left elbow onto our right knee and twist. Now we can use our left elbow as leverage to really pull ourselves around. And if we can, take a look over our right shoulder. Let's do that. Stay in this twist. Don't try to come out of it. Don't try to look at me on the screen. Stay here and breathe. Final breath here, inhale. Exhale, begin to make your way out of the twist, and we're gonna take a counter twist. You're gonna come around, both hands are gonna find the opposite side, and you're just gonna find a little bit of a twist. Very good. Same deal, we're gonna start in that pike position, both feet out in front of us. We're gonna take our left leg and hug it into our chest. To make it a little bit more difficult, we can take our right leg and wrap it around our body. Inhale, reach up with our right arm, and exhale, find our right arm to our left leg. Gazing over that left shoulder, finding what's behind you, pressing our right elbow into our left knee, and holding here. Breathe. Final breath here, inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to make your way out of this, finding the counter. good. Unravel your legs. Make your way down onto your back. So if you scoot your butt a little bit forward so you're still on your mat, that's okay. You're gonna lie flat. Allow your feet to splay out to the side. Everything just drop off and relax for a second. All the tension you have in your body should disappear right now. Take a deep inhale. And even deeper exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, have your belly rise up, fill up with all the air you can, and exhale, deflate. Inhale, fill up, belly rises, chest rises. Exhale, everything goes down. I hope you enjoyed today's practice with us. The twisting sequence is definitely one of my favorites. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.